Hello, everybody, and welcome to this lesson. Today, the meeting is about listening drills. The objective of this activity is to practice listening English exercise for English level A2. Now, I'm going to share my screen with you in order to explain the topic and to do some listening exercise. Can you see my screen? Yes or not? Julian, can you see my screen? Could you write in the chat if you can see my screen? Julian, can you hear me? Could you write on the chat if you can see my screen? Julian, are you there? Could you write on the chat if you can see the screen? Julian, can you hear me? Hello, Karen. How are you?
Hello, teacher. Great. And you?
Fine, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Can you see my screen, Karen? My presentation?
Yes, teacher, I can see it.
Okay, thank you. This activity is of the online language community from UNAT, and the name of this activity is listening drills. The topic for today is jobs. Today is Wednesday, November 23rd. Let's start. I'm going to do this warm-up activity. The question for you is, what will you think about when you look for a job? Do you working at the moment? Are you working in this moment or not? Or you are looking for a job?
No, I am working.
Okay, very good. The question is, what do you take into account when you looking for a job? Or what will you think? ¿En qué piensas cuando tienes un nuevo trabajo? For example, the salary is very important or not important for you?
I have to say all.
Yes.
Yes.
All
Okay. Perfect.
all
So
aspects.
salary
Salary.
very important. Working hours very important. Vacation important. Commuting
Commuting, commuting, commuting time.
commuting
Commuting.
time important. Interesting work important. College not important.
Colleagues, colleagues.
College not important. Job security very important. Others very important.
For example, the salary for you is very important or not
Yes,
important? Yes,
yes.
why? Why the salary is
Because
important?
I think uh I'm offering a service when I working. So I think the the person who is going to take my job needs to valorate that.
Yes, I agree. I understand you. For example, for me, the salary is very important because in our society, the money is too necessary for most of the things. For example, if you don't have money, you can't pay the public service. The salary is necessary for example, if you want to travel and many things, we need to to get a good salary in order to do many things. The money is not the happiness, but it's very important in our society. Have money is important and necessary. For example, working hours in our country, the schedule, the shift, the work shift is about is over eight hours per day, working hours. And I think there are some jobs that maybe have more hours per day. For example, there are people that need to work more of than 8 hours per day. In working hour is important for me. Vacation is also important because we need to have a rest. For example, in most of the companies, the vacation are a year. You have only a period for vacation a year. Um, Continue with the commuting time. Commuting time is the time that you spend from your home to your work. The idea is not expend a lot of time uh, from your house to your work. Commuting time es el tiempo en que te demoras en llegar al trabajo. Interesting work is very important for me because I want to get a job in which I can to for example practice what I studied. That the job could be interesting and the job likes to me. The colleagues, my co-workers is important because it's the people that we share every day, a lot of a long time every day with my coworker, with my colleagues. And job security. For example, in your workplace, you can avoid dangerous or action that could hurt you. or cause injury. Okay, that. Continue. In order to do the first listening exercise, number 1, here we have some expression related with the topic. Could you read, Karim, could you read, Karen, sorry, Karen, could you read the first expression? Look for?
Yes. Look for, to seek or search for, to anticipate, expect.
To seek or share, or search, sorry, search. Buscar. Algo anticipadamente. Look for. Continue, please. Working hours.
Any of the hours of a day during which work is done, as in an office, usually between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Working hours. Yes, thank you. Commuting time.
The
Could you
normal
read?
time,
Not.
yes, the normal time spent by the employee traveling from home to their assigned office.
Yes. How long?
Time for what duration?
Yes. For what duration? How long? ¿Cuánto tiempo? Nearly.
The amount of time doing that.
Yes. The amount of time doing that. Es como, por ejemplo, el tiempo que se gastó haciendo algo. Aproximadamente tanto tiempo. Nearly. Nearly a day, nearly 2 hours, nearly 3 months. Casi. Muy cercano. Meet. Could you read meet?
To encounter someone for the first time and to come together in order to talk.
Yes, conocer a alguien. Architect.
A person who designs buildings and in many cases also supervise their construction.
Hairdresser.
A person who cuts and styles hair as an occupation.
Yes. Okay, let's continue. More expression related. Tiring is causing one to need rest or sleep. Fatiguing. Tiring. When the activity that we are doing is very hard, very heavy, we need to rest. We need a rest because this is very tiring. Algo que cansa mucho. Fatiguing. Trouble. Trouble is difficult or problems. Difficulty or problems. Trouble. Boss. A person who is in charge of a group of workers or an organization. Es el jefe. Boss. Worst. Worst is the most serious or unpleasant thing that could happen. The worst, for example, is the opposite to the best. The best es lo mejor and worst es lo peor. Worst. Auto shop. Auto shop is a shop that deals in the repair of automobiles. automobiles. Es como un taller de reparación de automóviles. Automobiles. Bookstore. A store where books are sold. Donde venden libros. Books are sold. A strange temper. Is a person who is unusual or hard to understand. Tiene un temperamento extraño, es inusual o difícil de entender esa persona. Customer is a person that buys goods or service from a store or business. Customer es cliente, customer. I'm on my feet. On my feet is standing for a long time. Stand up. Without having time to sit down. Estar todo el día de pie. Estar de pie. I'm on my feet. Okay, I'm going to share another screen in order to do the listening exercise number 1. Can you see my screen, Karen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, in this case, there are people talking about their jobs. We are going to listen the audios and then choose the correct picture. Pay attention.
1.
So you're a teacher, is that right?
Yep.
Do you enjoy teaching?
Yes, I do. The vacations are great. But I've got a really difficult class this year. I try everything, but they just don't want to learn anything. Maybe it's the way I teach.
What do you think? Okay, in this case, the audio 1 is corresponding with the picture B. You got it? Listen again.
1.
So you're
Yes,
a teacher,
teacher.
is that right?
Yes.
Yep.
Do you enjoy teaching?
Yes, I do. The vacations are great. But I've got a really difficult class this year. I try everything, but they just don't want to learn anything. Maybe it's the way I teach.
Okay, audio number 2. Listen carefully, please.
2.
So, how long have you been a flight attendant?
For nearly 10 years.
Do you like flying?
Actually, I do. I love it, and I meet lots of interesting passengers. The only thing I don't like is staying in hotels all the time. I miss home cooking.
What do you think? What is the correct picture? Yes, it's the picture letter E. She is a flight attendant. 3.
3.
So, you're an architect. That must be interesting.
Yes, it is. Right now, we're in the middle of a big project. We're designing a new hotel.
Uh-huh.
The only trouble is, the woman I work with and I have completely different ideas of what it should look like.
Is that gonna be a problem?
I hope not. You see, I'm her boss.
What is the correct picture of this audio? Yes, it's the letter A. He is an architect.
4.
So, you work in an auto shop? That's right, Bob's Auto on Ford Street. Do you know it? Yeah, I think so. Do you enjoy working on cars? Yeah, I really do. I love anything mechanical. The only trouble is The shop's about an hour from my house. An hour? So what do? Drive? Sometimes. Sometimes I take the bus. The commute's the worst part. But the money's good. It kind of makes up for it.
Five. Where do you work, Rachel?
In a bookstore.
Oh, do you like it there?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Uh-huh.
But the boss is a bit strange. Not at all friendly. And he's got a terrible temper.
Oh.
In this case, the picture is letter C. She works in a bookstore. And the last
6.
one.
So what do you do, Mike?
I'm a hairdresser.
Oh, what's it like?
Well, I love my customers. Some of them are so friendly, but it's tiring work. I work long hours and I'm on my feet all day.
Yeah, that must be tiring.
Okay. In this case is the letter D. He is a hairdresser. I'm going to share my presentation again to continue with the expressions related with the listening exercise number 2. For example, the first, downtown. Downtown is the central part of the main business and commercial area of a town or city. Es el centro de la ciudad o de un pueblo. Manager. Manager is a person responsible for controlling or administrating a company or organization. El gerente. Baking. Baking is cook food by heat without direct exposure to a flame, typically in an oven. Hornear. Baking is hornear. Pretty good. Mostly good. Fairly good or somewhat good. Algo muy bueno. Pretty good. Still. Still up to and including the present or the time mentioned, even now. Aún. Still en español es aún. The following expression, carrying, is to moving something from one place to another. Traer, o mover, o cargar. Before long, soon, in the near future. Before long es algo que va a ocurrir pronto, antes de lo previsto, for long. On the road, on a long journey or journeys of a car in use, able to be driven. This expression means estar en el camino, en la carretera, on the road. Pretty boring is something that is so dull and uninteresting that make people tired and impatient. Es algo muy aburrido. Pretty boring. Schedule. Schedule is arrange an appointment to take place at a particular time. Programar una cita. Schedule. Here we have more expression related with the topic, with the exercise listening number 2. Coworkers. Coworkers is a person with whom one works. Son los colegas, colleagues, or coworkers, compañeros de trabajo. Newspaper contain news, future articles, and advertisement, como el periódico. Newspaper. Cash register. A machine used in a places of business for regulating money transactions with customers. Es la máquina donde se registra el dinero, las transacciones. Server, a person who provides a service. Baker, a person who makes bread and cakes, especially as a job. Es como el que hornea en una panadería. Baker, la persona del horno. Bellhop is a person in a hotel employed to carry bags, open doors, etc. for guests. Es como el botones. Bellhop. The person who works in a hotel, carrying bags, llevando maletas, cargando maletas. Chauffeur is a person employed to drive a private or rented automobile. Es el chofer, la persona contratada para manejar. Cashier is a person handling payments and receipts in a store, bank, or other business. Es el cajero. A while, for a short time, or for a moment. A while. A while es como un momento, un rato, corto tiempo. Short time. Sort of things is mentioned or describing something in a way that is not defined or exact. Es como una clase de cosas que no están definidas. Tipo de cosas. Sort of things. Okay, now I'm going to share another screen in order to do the listening number 2. Can you see my screen? Yes or not? What jobs does each person have? What job does each person have? The activity consists of, we are going to listen the audio, 6 audios, and then we are going to choose the correct answer, A or B. Karen, can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Are you sick?
Very sick, teacher. That's why I couldn't open the microphone when you called me.
Okay. Don't worry. I understand you. I'm a little sick. I have a cough. I also have to close my microphone when I coughing, when I am coughing. Tosiendo, cough.
Yes, me too.
Okay, don't worry. Can you see my screen? This screen? The listening number 2? ¿Puedes ver la pantalla para el ejercicio 2?
Sí, profe.
Okay, thank you. Now we are going to listen the first audio and try to identify the correct answer, A or B. Listen carefully, please.
1. So where do you work now, Megan?
I'm working at a new cafe downtown.
Hey, that's kind of interesting. Are you the manager or something?
Oh, yeah, right. Actually, I do all the baking.
Oh, how long have you been baking?
Well, only for 3 weeks. But I'm learning real fast.
What do you think, the option A or B? She is manager or she is baker? Yes, in this case, she is baker. Very good. Option A, baker. Number 2.
2.
Where do you work, Tim?
At a hotel. I'm with the Grand City Towers.
Oh, yeah? Do you like it?
It's pretty good. I get to meet some really interesting people.
Oh, are you the manager?
Well, not yet. I'm still carrying bags, but I'm sure I'll be manager before long.
A or B, he's the manager or he's bellhop? Yes, in this case is the letter B, bellhop. Number 3.
3.
So, you work for a TV producer. That must be interesting work.
It's okay.
And what kind of work do you do?
Well, I'm on the road a lot.
Oh, yeah? A kind of personal assistant?
Well, not quite. I drive her to work every day.
He's TV producer or he's a chauffeur? Yes, in this case is option B. He's the chauffeur.
4.
So you work in an office?
That's right.
How do you like it?
Well, it's pretty boring.
Oh, yeah? What do you do there?
Oh, I schedule appointments, answer the phone, that sort of thing. And it really doesn't pay much.
So why do you stay there?
I like my coworkers.
What is the answer? A or B? In this case, is letter B. Yes, administrative assistant. 5.
5.
Where do you work?
I work for an online newspaper.
Really?
Yeah, I write about sports. Have you read any of my stories?
Maybe. Say, what's your name again?
Ted Grant.
The Ted Grant? Can I have your autograph?
6.
He is a reporter or photographer? Yes, exactly. Is A, reporter. He write about sports in an online newspaper.
Have your autograph?
6.
Are you still working in a restaurant on the weekend?
That's right. But I'm not working the cash register anymore.
Oh,
Yeah. Now I'm working as a server.
lucky you.
A or B? Yes, she's a server. Okay. Okay, dear students, that's all for today. Thank you very much for your attendance. I hope you like the lesson, and the idea is to practice a little bit more every day to reinforce our English skills. And I hope to see you another time, another opportunity. Have a nice rest of the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, teacher. Goodbye.
Bye.